What's up, guys? It's TRT77 here with my BDL playoff quarterfinal game against Mr. Polo. Yeah, this game was definitely delayed, guys, and I apologize for that, but we're finally getting it done. And as you can see on screen, we have his team. He has Hail Clefable with Urshifu. I don't know how to define this team exactly, but I feel like his team is I feel like we definitely have the matchup in this game. I think we strongly have the matchup in this game because my just looking at the matchup, that my ice resist versus the amount of prediction based play he'd have to bring, this game heavily favors my end, at least on preview. But his team does have snowball potential. He's got mons like Lando Eye, even though it's Sandforce, still a threat. He's got Clefable, which Calm Mind Clef is still a threat because I've run sets like Calm Mind Bubiri in the past to kill Mega Scizor. Um, he's also got Salazzle, which is annoying as hell for my team to deal with because my water type is weak to poison. He's got Mismagius, which he's used to good effect in the past with nasty plot sets. And of course, he's got Octozolt, which is the mother of matchup fishes because there's always going to be a team that just gets 6-0'd by Octozolt. And while we don't get 6-0'd by it, it is quite annoying for us to deal with, especially in the late game. And this Urshifu does not have access to Wicked Blow, but it's still a problem because Urshifu still hits like an absolute truck. You can't protect on it, and Banded Urshifu is a real problem still. So the 6 we're going with here, we're starting it off with Pangoro, which is a matchup nightmare for his team. Like switching into Pangoro for him is such a problem, as is most of the mons on my team. Offensively, I think him actually checking my team defensively is probably not going to be a feature of this game. But Pangoro is a problem in this game. We're running Scrappy just in case I have to predict on Mismagius and we hit close combat, and it definitely dies. Didn't see a need for Iron Fist in this game. Didn't really see a need for Mold Breaker either. Even though Mold Breaker Earthquake is nicer, I mean, we have Knockoff to kill Bronzong. And Cabbage Guy Serp is coming back with the classic set, just Leaf Storm, Dragon Pulse, Leech Seed sub. I don't predict he will bring Abomasnow to this game. If he brings Abomasnow, it's a problem for Serp because I think Serp just lets Abomasnow in, which is a real problem. But I feel like we've just got too many monsters to revenge it for me to care about it enough to prep for Abomasnow here. Because it gets revenged by Scizor, gets revenged by Victini, doesn't appreciate Pangoro, even though we do not have Sludge Wave on this Nidoking, and I will get to that in a minute. This sub can set up on a sub on pretty much Blastoise, Bronzong quite easily and just Leech Seed and chip him down into range. I know Polo loves Resist Berries, so I want to make sure I hit the range for Resist Berries with his bulkier mons. Scizor is coming in, and this is our win con this week, which is going to be kind of crazy because I've not used Scizor mega well this season at all, but it is so good against this team. Just Bug Bite and Bullet Punch. If we hit +4, we OHKO his whole team, and we always get an SD off on Bronzong. And initially, this was another sub-mon. I had quad sub-mons on this team, but like I spoke to Clay, who advised me changing it to Roost was probably better, which is, I think, sage advice in this situation. And moving on, Victini. Victini is just impossible for his team to check. I just bring in Victini, it clicks V-Create, it gets a kill. Like, there's his switch in is Blastoise, and I think he 2000% brings Blastoise this game. I don't think there's a universe in which he doesn't bring Blastoise. We have Scarf Dazzling Gleam in case in an endgame scenario we have to 1v1 Urshifu, and provided he's locked into a move that is not Sucker Punch, we can click Dazzling Gleam, and it's a roll in our favor to KO. Because we're still jolly. I did not want to risk being minus Spidef nature against this team. We've got Finny with a non-setup set for the first time this season with Nature's Madness, Taunt, Surf, and Draining Kiss. The set is very specific to calcs on Polo's teams, and like there's very specific reasons why I have 108 defense, 84 Spidef, and 52 special attack. 52 special attack makes sure that Surf is always doing a decent amount of damage to every mon on the team. Should be a roll to kill Lando Eye. Should kill Salazzle, no question. Nature's Madness and Taunt is mainly for Calm Mind Clef. While see, I don't have a problem revenging Carmine Clef. The problem for me is I don't want to get to a scenario where Carmine Clef costs me having to click V-Create or having to revenge it with another Pokemon and puts me in a bad position, because his team is the kind of team where he can revenge your Mons very easily, especially when they're clicking the wrong moves or they have a drop. It's too difficult to imagine that scenario. It's too easy to imagine that scenario when there's a Carmine Clef on the field, because if I have to revenge it, that's a scenario where I either have to click V-Create or have to click go into Pangoro or hit a Gunk Shot. These are things I don't want to have to risk. I do like having Surf and Draining Kiss, because I think Draining Kiss with 52 special attack, Oko's most non-HP invested variants of Urshifu, even if it doesn't, like, it just murks Urshifu for the most part, like with any chip, and it will 100% put him in bullet punch range. Nature's Madness is just great for chipping down this whole team, honestly, like just this bulkier Mons as a whole. Last Mon is Nidoking. Throat Chop is there for both Bronzong and Meloetta. It is Sheer Force boosted, so it is actually doing a decent amount of damage. We are Hasty Nature, so Nidoking's basic natural attack stat, I'm pretty sure it's 102, kind of carries that attack a bit. 2 shots, both Bronzong, that's Spidef, and Meloetta, AV Meloetta. We're not running Sludge Wave this week because I am expecting him to be fully Fizz Def Clefable, and Earth Power should 2-shot. Either which way, I don't expect him to stay in with Clefable, and I hope to get a sub off with Nidoking, because the main reason I've got these many subs off is because it takes him 2 Pokemon. Once I get a sub off, it takes him 2 Pokemon to kill the sub. And just by our sheer offensive capabilities and speed of our Mons, I'm not expecting it to be easy for him if I manage to successfully get off subs. So now we'll just jump into the game, guys. Now jumping into the game, guys, I'm actually quite surprised, because that's a Mega Obama looking at me right now, and I don't know what to expect. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Knowing Polo, it could be he brought Scarf Clefable, so we got a first round bye, and Polo upset Clay in the first round because Clay was the 3 seed, Polo was the 6 seed on the opposite conference, and Polo won the game because he brought Scarf Clefable, which was a great bring, and also Clay did miss a tail slap, which mattered. But more towards this game, I don't know what tech he's brought for me here. Salazzle, I know he hates the Toxic Stall set, so I know that Salazzle's probably offensive. I'm praying to God it's not Nasty Plot, because Nasty Plot's a problem. I'm not sure what half the Mons on this team are. I know Urshifu is looking at the team he's brought, I would be willing to say he doesn't have a Scarfer, because I think none of these Mons outspeed Victini anyway, so I outside Salazzle, and I don't know if he's gonna bring a Scarf Salazzle to a matchup with Mega Scizor involved. Either way, guys, I think we stick with our Wincon. Now Wincon is going to be Mega Scizor clicking SD, and I'm just gonna lead off with Superior here, because I think we outspeed everything but Salazzle. Sorry, with Victini, my apology. I lead off with Victini here because, again, we outspeed everything on this team but Salazzle. And we can just click U-turn here. I'm not risking the Bolt Strike on him being max defense. We do not come close to killing max defense Blastoise. And he is quite defensive based on that U-turn damage. We're just going to go straight into Serp here, and he does click the flip turn, which is not great for us off the bat. He goes into Salazzle here. Here, the first time around, I'm going to switch into Nidoking, because I want him to think I'm Scarf Nidoking here. I don't want him to know that I'm sub until we're into the game a bit. So I'm hoping he just clicks the poison move here, not the fire move. But either way, I don't think... if he does click Flamethrower, he still has to switch out because he has to scout for Scarf Nidoking. So we'll force this out one way or another. He clicks the Sludge Wave, does a decent chunk. He is Life Orb. So that's worth noting. Salazzle's Life Orb. Off the bat, he's got offensive Salazzle. Goes into Bronzong on the Earth Power. Here, I'm going to switch out instead of clicking Sub or Throat Spray because I think we can just go into Mega Scizor here, and then I think from there we double into Pangoro and try to catch Salazzle coming back in. But yeah, that is the play I'm going for, because he's going to get rocks up here. I'm not really fussed about it. Only Victini really gets harmed by rocks. Doubling into Pangoro here, and he goes into Blastoise. And this is where I have to tell you guys that, I'll be honest with you, my brain was shut off for the first like 15 turns of this game. I really don't know why I made the plays that I just made in the coming turns. I choose to sub on Blastoise here because I assumed, you know what, he's gonna flip turn on the sub switch. And he chooses to Scald, which is a good play on his end. But here is what I don't understand is why I clicked Close Combat. Honestly, I don't know why I clicked it. It was a bad move. He does click Scald, and he's gonna pick up the burn, which, like, honestly, it's our Pangoro. It's gotten burnt. It's been on the field in BDL 9 turns. It's gotten burnt 4 times. It was gonna get burned. So here I'm just gonna knock off. This is good. Either way, like, the worst case, we did throw our Pangoro away completely here, but we are going to get a lot of chip off on his V-Create switching, and his Blastoise is now in range of a min-roll Bullet Punch, even if he's 252 bold. So at least that much we got going for us. Pangoro will go down to Life Orb chip here. And here I'm going to go into Serp, and I'm going to click Sub because he can't break Sub unless he has Ice Beam. And doesn't look like he does. Here I'm just going to Leech Seed up on Bronzong. I assume he's going to Gyro. He does. We do get a lot of health back though. I'm kind of afraid here, but I click Sub again anyway, and he goes into Obama Snow. Now with Obama in, I'm kind of nervous here. I don't know what to really click. I'm just going to click Leaf Storm because that does the most damage. Does more damage than Dragon Pulse. And at least we get the contrary boost off this. And yeah, so he does click the Substitute here, which is kind of scary because if he's Icicle Spear, now we are screwed. We do live 1 though, because Superior's got HP investment, and in general, Superior's natural bulk is good. But he does click the Ice Shard, so I'm kind of relieved that I saw Ice Shard now, because I know he's probably Grass Move, Sub, Ice Shard, Ice Stab. So like Icicle Crash or something. So I don't expect him to have, or Focus Blast. I'm not sure, or Earthquake. But I'm not expecting him to have Icicle Spear now. So here is where I misplay the second time, where my brain is completely turned off. For some reason, I forget to change the damage calc where it says 252 speed on Mega Obama Snow. Because who the hell is running 252 speed? What is up Showdown damage calc? No one runs max speed Mega Obama. And I see that Dragon Pulse is a guaranteed kill without checking whether I calc max HP. If I just click Leaf Storm here, he dies. He clicks the Ice Shard, which is the right play for him. I click Dragon Pulse, and we do not pick up the kill. And we throw away another one of our Pokemon that is really good in this matchup, really early on. And I feel at this point I'm completely throwing here. And while we have good chip on Obama Snow, we have decent chip on Bronzong, Blastoise. We still have so much left, and we're already down 2 of our main breakers in this game. Here, I'm just going to go into Tapu Fini. I know we outspeed, guaranteed. I'm just going to click the Draining Kiss and just pick up the KO. So, he stays in. He gives us the KO on Obama Snow. If it matters at all, I'm pretty sure this is Tapu Fini's 25th kill of the season. 25th? I might be wrong. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is Tapu Fini's 25th kill of the season. But, he goes into Salazzle here, and he does click the Overheat, predicting me to go into Nidoking. Now, my thought process here was, I'm kind of in a bad position as it is, but I don't specifically lose to any of his mons. Urshifu is a problem, but I do have a sack to Urshifu in Nidoking, if needs be, and we can scout if he's Scarf or not. And the last time when he came in, I switched directly into Nidoking, and I'm expecting him to click Fire Move here, but even if he doesn't, we live a max special attack Life Orb Sludge Wave. We live it from full, and we still take out Salazzle. But this definitely goes in our favor as he clicks Overheat, and we take out Salazzle here, and Tapu Fini is again, like how many times have I said this season? Tapu Fini bringing us back into it, just clawing its way back into it. And here he's gonna go Clef, and I'm gonna click the Taunt. I do not want this thing setting up on me. I just do not need this setting up on me right now. And he just directly clicks the Moonblast. Doesn't do a whole lot, but he does get the special attack drop, which is kind of annoying. We're just gonna click the Nature's Madness here. I'm just gonna go for trying to chip this thing down as much as possible, and Nature's Madness does a lot to everything coming in. But he's gonna chip us down, and here I have to click taunt again. Obviously, I don't want him clicking soft boiled. Uh, and we get another special attack drop, which kind of sucks here because I think we did. If we didn't get that special attack drop, we would have been able to recover enough to live the next Moonblast off this Draining Kiss. But we don't, and Tapu Fini is gonna go down, but not before taking down 2 Mons with it, taking down a huge threat in Salazzle. And now I don't care even if he's Babiri on Clef, we do pick up the KO on Clef. And here's another place where I do misplay, and I click sub here instead of just outright killing Clef. Because I just assumed, like last time, that he would just go into Bronzong and preserve the sack. But he chooses not to preserve the sack. And now we are in range of Banded Urshifu's CC. Which is really tough. But here, Nidoking is going to take out Clef. And we're down to 3-3 here. He goes into Urshifu here. And I know for a fact that with the calc is, if he's not banded, he needs like a really, really, really high roll to kill us. It's almost like a 12.5 roll. If he is banded, he will murk us. We will die to this CC. If he's Darkest Lariat, I don't know if it kills. I actually don't remember the calc in game. But as you see, he's gonna go for the close combat. He's faster than us. We were EV to outspeed Adamant. He is Jolly, Choice Band, Urshifu. Now, I took a millennium before going into Scizor here because I legitimately needed to pick a situation here where I'm down to my last 2 Pokemon, and I've thrown away a lot of chances to win this game, and I've played very poorly all game long, but I'm just being carried by the strength of the matchup at this point. But here, I have a decision to make. Do I SD? Or do I click Bug Bite? My other play was to go into Victini, and if I went into Victini, I would have to have clicked V-Create. And then he would have gone into Urshifu, and then it would have become a guessing game, because at that point, I'm still faster, but he can click Sucker Punch, which will knock us out after rocks. Or do I go Scizor on his Sucker Punch, and if he reads me and he goes Fire Punch, we lose. So I did not want to play to that 50-50. I chose to go Scizor here because I think in this situation, he's forced to hit us here. Because if we SD, it's game over. So he is forced to hit us here, and he is locked into CC. So here, I'm gonna go with my best play. I didn't think about this till after the game, till Shaded pointed it out to me, but he could have been Black Belt based on the calc as well. Black Belt also killed Nidoking, but it's not something I was willing to entertain in the moment. He does click CC, and we are going to click Bug Bite and get rid of Urshifu, which is absolutely massive here. Absolutely huge. He goes into Blastoise. We are EV'd to outspeed, min speed Blastoise, and honestly, based on the calcs, he's had to be 252 bold. Pretty sure he's got certain amount of speed def. I'm not exactly sure, but all I know is here I'm clicking Bug Bite. I can click Roost, but I don't want to risk the Scald Burn and make this annoying for me. I am clicking Bug Bite, and Mega Scizor is going to pick up the kill on Blastoise. Sorry, I'm out of Urshifu just there. Mega Scizor is going to pick up the kill on Blastoise, and we are down to the last Pokemon on his team, which is Bronzong. Here, I'm going to Roost first, see what he's got to hit me. He's got Earthquake. Again, not super threatening. I'm going to Roost again, just get back to max. No crits here. We're not risking it. We've already played very poorly this game, and I'm just going to SD here because I'm pretty sure Bug Bite should kill him. And we get the Bug Bite, and we get the kill. And we pick up the 2-0 win over Mr. Polo and the Zenith Zeb Strikers. Now, I'm going to be honest with y'all. This was the worst I have played in a few months. And this is the worst I have ever played in a postseason game. Even the games I've lost, I don't think I've played this poorly. Like, the sheer number of misplays that I had this game, I just don't understand why I stayed in with Pangoro on Blastoise. I just don't understand why I chose not to click Leaf Storm there. I guess in the back of my mind it was I was willing to just entertain the idea of having to click Dragon Pulse because I've missed so many Leaf Storms this season. but I think that was a bad excuse to not click Leaf Storm and just knock out Mega Obama there. We would have still died to the hail, but um, it would have not given him the momentum of having to go into Salazzle. And then we got lucky because he clicked Overheat. If he chose to click Sludge Wave there, I guess again it would have come to Clefable games. I guess at that point you had to go Victini and click V-Create. We wouldn't have had a choice. I do not know why I subbed on Clefable again. I guess that play is a little bit more justified than the other two, but it's still something that's bothering me. And but at the end of the day, guys, we picked up the win, and that's the most important thing in playoffs. Like, we got carried by the strength of our matchup, sure, but we did the end go to our win con. Our win con was SD Mega Scizor, and Mega Scizor for the first time this season has actually put in work. And I think since game 1, this is like the first time it's actually put in work. And Victini did what it did best, clicked U-turn, turn 1, and didn't hit the field, which has been like a theme this season. Either ways, guys, that's all it's going to be for me. We play Primal Rush again in our BDL semifinals. It's going to be a hell of a rematch. We did get them last time out. I will see if I can link the game where we played them the first time here. It is going to be really lit. The other semifinal is King Rock versus Blitz, which should be another great game to just watch. So hopefully we make it through the semifinal and get to the finals, guys. It'll be absolutely insane to do that. This has been a really fun season, and I've really loved this team all in all. And I'm looking forward to catching y'all on the next one. I should have my TBA upload up soon versus Blitz for week 7. Then we will have our WPF and UPA games coming at the weekend. So, GG's to Mr. Polo once more, and thanks for watching, guys. Hope y'all have a great day. This is TRT77 signing off.